Hi, happy St. Patrick's Day and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this our third birthday. Yes, Love Doing Yoga has been going for 3 years today, which means that we have done over 500 practices, which is, Alan is doing the maths in his head there, 52 weeks of the year by 3 years by 3 practices a week, over 500 practices. So hopefully you continue to enjoy our practices, and thank you so much for all of your support. We hope you continue to enjoy it because we continue to enjoy it. So let us begin today by lying down. And as always throughout the practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. Closing your eyes, slowing down, and being in the moment. Let go of everything that's going on in your life and in the world. And just spend this time connecting with yourself, joining your body with your mind through your breath. And let your attention go to your breath now. As you inhale through your nose, filling your belly, pause, and then exhale through your nose. One more breath here. And then drawing your right knee in towards your chest, flexing both feet, soften the shoulders. One more breath. And then taking that right knee, draw it over to the left, onto the floor, and bring the right arm out to the right, follow it with your gaze. One more breath. And come back to lie on your back once again, flexing both feet. Draw this right leg up and just hold on to the outside of the foot or hold on to your big toe and encourage this right knee to move towards the mat. Let your breath help you. As you exhale, just encourage it to go a little deeper. One more breath. And then bending the left knee, draw this right leg across the left thigh. Draw up the left leg and clasp your hands behind your thigh if you can. Again, keeping both feet flexed. One more breath here. And then letting the feet come down, stretching out that right leg. And draw the left leg in, knee towards chest. Keeping both feet flexed, so there's activity in that extended leg as well as in the left leg. One more breath. And then let's draw this left leg all the way over to the right. And bring the left arm out to the left as you follow it with your gaze. One more breath here. And coming back to the center with that right foot flexed and holding on to the outside of the left foot or onto the big toe if you prefer, with the knee bent, drawing the leg, the knee down towards the mat. And then bending the right knee and draw the left leg across it as you lift up that right foot off the mat and clasp behind your thigh. Drawing that right knee towards you. One more breath. And let the right foot come down and the left, with both knees bent, rolling over onto your side, coming up to sit. And sitting with the legs stretched out nice and long, toes pointing up to the ceiling, and we're going to come into a forward fold here. So bend the knees to start with. As you hinge from your hips, let your rib cage come in contact with your thighs. And then once you've achieved that, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can begin to stretch out the legs. And let's take 3 breaths here. Again, with each breath, just see, can you deepen that fold? And then slowly making your way back up to sit up tall. Step this right foot across the left, keeping that left leg active with the foot flexed. And let's take a twist here. So use the left arm to just help you deepen the twist. And one more breath. And coming back to center, let's take that to the other side. One more breath here. And all the way back to sitting up tall. Close the eyes. Take a breath. And from here, let's make our way to tabletop. And once in tabletop, just checking out that your alignment is right. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists, fingers open nice and wide with your fingertips, or your this part. Is that called your fingertip? It's not really your tip. It's the pad of your finger, like suckers squeezing into the mat. And let's do a couple of cat-cows here, synchronizing it with your breath, inhaling to cow and exhaling through to cat as you engage your core. And once more. And coming back to your neutral spine. Let's take it from here into downward dog. So curling those toes, push the hips back to the heels as you raise up the knees, and then start to lift the pelvis as you just stretch out those legs, pedaling them through. And when you're ready, coming to stillness. One more breath here. And then raising the right leg out behind you. Draw it through to the middle between your two arms. And let that leg come down onto the mat, stepping the left leg behind you. And then just drawing the torso up, hands there to balance you. Let's take 3 breaths here. And then folding forward over this right leg. Let the forehead come onto the mat. As we again take another 3 breaths. And drawing up, bringing that right leg back. Let's once again make our way into our downward dog for 3 breaths. Finding that length in your spine. And stretching that left leg out behind you, drawing it through to your pigeon pose. So your left foot goes towards the right side of the mat. Let the right leg stretch out behind you, and then just raise the torso up for 3 breaths in pigeon pose. Then lowering the body down onto the mat for your sleeping swan or full pigeon, whichever you prefer to call it. Let's take 3 breaths here. And drawing yourself up once more to your downward dog. Coming down onto your knees and swinging around once again to come and sit with those legs out long in front of you, toes pointing upwards in your staff pose. Two more breaths. And then bending your knees, lower yourself down onto your mat. Draw up the hips and just pop your hands in underneath the back of your pelvis. And then let the legs come out long. And we're going to come into a fish pose. So lifting up, bring the elbows in so they're under your shoulders. And then we're just going to take a look behind us. So we get a nice upper back bend. One more breath here. And drawing the head up, taking the hands out from under you as you lie down. Again, with the knees bent, let the soles of the feet come together and the legs fall out to the side for 3 breaths. Then drawing the knees together, lifting the feet up off the mat, let them, soles of the feet look at the ceiling. And raising the arms up, let's do our diagonals. So left leg and right arm coming down slowly towards the floor, hovering just above it, drawing back up and changing to the alternate. and twice more on each side. See, can you synchronize it with your breath? Inhaling as they move towards the floor. Exhaling as you draw them back up to the center. And then hugging the knees into the chest. Take a little bit of movement here, massaging at the back. And let the feet come down onto the mat as we lift up into a bridge pose, drawing those hips upwards. And on your next inhale, draw those arms behind you. Exhale them back down by your side. And again. One more time. And slowly making your way down onto your mat, hugging those knees into your chest once more. And then letting the feet come down onto the mat, bring the arms out into a T, and let those knees fall over to the right as your gaze goes to the left. And let's bring that over to the other side. And coming back to center, draw those arms down by your sides, palms facing upwards as you let the legs come out long and feet flop out to the side. And thank you very much for joining me in this practice. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to let us know if you've completed it. And we look forward to seeing all those names on the March Roll of Honor for everybody who's completed 4 practices. Now it's time to relax, release, and let go. Letting go your feet and your legs. Letting go your glutes and pelvis. Letting go the whole back of your body and shoulders. The front of your body, chest, and shoulders. Letting go your arms and your hands. Letting go your head, your face, jaw and chin. The whole of your body, just let it go. And take a moment of gratitude here. Gratitude to yourself, to your body, and to your breath. And let your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose into your belly, pause, and then exhale. Keeping your focus on your breath for a few moments.